So, today I want to tell you 5 things you need to know when it comes to Tower of Fantasy. And while saying need to know is kind of an overstatement, these things are still pretty handy to have knowledge of. Especially the last tip I'm going to give you in this video is something that might even change your whole Tower of Life. So let's jump right into it, shall we? But before that, join the Discord if you want to, and maybe even the guild if you're fine with playing on EU. So, the very first thing that you might want to know about is something concerning the most dreaded feature of every single player when it comes to gacha games. And no, I don't actually mean something like scuffed rates, bad pity systems, or PvP, even though those are also fair points when it doesn't come to TOF. What I actually mean is the resin, the sanity, the vitality, which will give you the rest if you're already fed up by not getting that SSR you wanted. But don't worry, like I already told you in my beginner guide, there's a lot to do even without vitality. But something I didn't mention yet is that you can actually also play vitality modes without vitality. Huh? And while that at first glance might seem completely pointless and as useful as bringing a knife to a laser gun supernatural fan mecha fight, it actually gives you something in the form of these participation reward medals that can be traded for some decent goods, and in higher level joint ops even this free chest that gives, something I guess. So if you want to play a lot, you can. But is it worth your time? That depends on your perspective. For example, if you're still struggling to complete your weekly missions and you're already out of vitality because you of course did joint ops and definitely not just threw all of it in the RNG beacon machine, then this is one way to do it. Even though it might not be that worth doing in general unless you're a hardcore grinder. But on the other hand, something that's absolutely worth doing is number 2. 9 relics and 9 weapons, because that's actually what you can carry with you at all time. How? Just don't forget to set up your 3 sets in the weapon section and the 3 in the relic one. To switch between weapon sets, you sadly have to go back into the weapon tab and click on them. On the other hand, for relics, it's much easier. Just click the shown key, for me it's G, and boom, you have access to 9 different relics at all time except battle, making exploration so much easier and smoother. And if you want to know which 9 would be great picks, well, to keep it short, must-haves are the jetpack, the surfboard, the grappling hook for getting some nice movement in there, the cube, the portal gun, and whatever else you want for exploration related stuff, and finally for battle your options are pretty much endless, aka 1, 2, 3, 14. Yeah, close enough. So for exploration and just having a tidier setup in general, this is definitely a key feature that you shouldn't miss. Just like number 3, the air. Not like you can miss this. Which is good, as this is actually going to be your best friend when it comes to increasing your overall damage. Because not only are air combos efficient at getting rid of 2012 viral dance routines, but also provide a whole lot more damage at cost of your endurance. So whenever you can, try to press that spacebar as hard as you can. Same thing goes for the like and sub button, by the way. But that's not all when it comes to that sweet O2. I think that's what it's called, right? I wasn't that good in chemistry. Which doesn't matter at all, because this air trick is so easy even your dog could do it. Whenever you're gliding around in your slick jetpack, just use your dash whenever it's ready, followed up by reactivating the aforementioned jetpack to, over time, win a lot of ground. Air. And speaking of gaining ground, we talked enough about some air acrobatics, so let's get to the by far most important thing that you should learn and also master. I'm talking about the infinite climb tech. Yes, with this even you will manage to quickly climb the Tower of Fantasy, or this mountain, or this building, or this whole area. You get what I mean. Climbing is everywhere, but sadly your stamina is nowhere. Especially early on, but as long as you have one single drop of sheer willpower left, you can, by just making use of the control plus double space plus W buttons, climb infinitely. Yes, that's right. This is the secret formula. Latch onto a wall, click control to let yourself fall, and next quickly follow that up with a perfectly executed double jump, smoothly going over into the direction of forward. And then repeat as often as you want. 0 stamina needed, just a bit of easy learnable technique. It might need some time to get used to, but if even I can do it, why shouldn't you? Which means hopefully one day your climbing will, instead of this, look more like this. So hopefully this was helpful, and if it was, make sure to leave a like and sub. And of course, a huge thanks to my channel members and an extra huge one to SV. That was all from me, and I will see you next time.